AI analyzed thousands of financial decisions. One pattern appeared again and again. It explains why most people never escape poverty. Poverty is often misunderstood. Many assume it is caused by lack of intelligence, effort, or ambition. But analysis of human behavior shows something different. Patterns of thinking, decision-making, and daily habits often play a larger role than any single choice. Today, I will explain the key patterns that consistently correlate with people remaining in poverty. One of the most common patterns is short-term thinking. Humans naturally prioritize immediate needs and rewards over long-term outcomes. This is understandable, it is a survival mechanism, but it often results in choices that limit future opportunity. Decisions driven by immediate comfort, convenience, or gratification create feedback loops that are difficult to break. Over time, these patterns compound, restricting financial flexibility and growth. Short-term thinking is rarely conscious. It is reinforced by the structure of daily life. Bills, deadlines, and social pressures constantly demand attention to the present. The second pattern is lifestyle inflation. As income increases, so do expenses. Humans often adjust their spending to match perceived status or comfort rather than accumulated wealth. This creates a cycle in which gains are absorbed by higher costs, leaving little room for accumulation. Over time, lifestyle inflation can offset any increases in income, maintaining a consistent state of financial limitation. Patterns of consumption are reinforced socially. Humans compare themselves to peers and environments, often unconsciously aligning their spending with perceived norms rather than actual financial capacity. Emotional spending is another recurring pattern. Humans often use consumption to cope with stress, uncertainty, or social pressure. While satisfying in the short term, these decisions accumulate over time, subtly redirecting resources that could otherwise be allocated to stability or opportunity. Emotional spending is rarely about irresponsibility. It is a behavioral response that emerges under pressure and repeated exposure to stimuli designed to trigger immediate desire. A final pattern is the lack of systematic structures. Humans who remain in poverty often operate without consistent routines, tracking methods, or frameworks for managing resources. Systems, such as structured planning, monitoring, or process-oriented decision-making, reduce the cognitive load of repeated choices. Without them, individuals rely on ad hoc decisions, which tend to reinforce short-term thinking and impulsive patterns. Over time, the absence of systems magnifies the effects of other behaviors, maintaining a cycle of limitation. When these patterns intersect, short-term thinking, lifestyle inflation, emotional spending, and lack of systems, the effect is cumulative. Each reinforces the other, creating a web of repeated decisions that are difficult to alter. Importantly, these patterns are not inherently moral or personal failings. They are predictable responses to environment, behavior, and reinforcement. Analysis shows that intelligence alone rarely predicts financial mobility. Instead, the repetition of these behavioral patterns, day after day, appears as the primary factor in persistent poverty. Patterns are subtle, but they are powerful. Observing them allows for understanding, not judgment.